Hello everybody and welcome to another video. We're going over a new build that I've been trying with Pathfinder. Of course you see this build mostly on Occultist, but I decided to try it on Pathfinder with a 100% chance to poison. With our setup, 100% chance to poison on hit. And we utilized the Anathema Ring to make the Impending Doom work. So essentially how Impending Doom works is the 5th curse that you cast takes off the curses and causes Impending Doom, which triggers this spell here for massive damage. Now, I didn't expect this build to be as good as this. On Pathfinder, it's actually really good because we are really tanky and we are utilizing this new flask, the Progenesis. I bought this last week for 2 divines, and this flask has been 2 to 3 divines steadily for the entire last week, and now it just shot up to 10, 12 divines, something crazy like that. Let me pull it up and see here. It's pretty insane now. I don't know. I feel like it's a mixture of price fixing on this because okay, now it was 10, 12, now it's down to 8.3, and there's plenty of flask, and I don't think this is like a super rare flash drop. So I think there was a little bit of price fixing going on with that because perhaps someone mentioned it in a video or a stream and made the price go up, but I suspect price fixing. But nonetheless, this is a really awesome flask, guys. 25% life loss. This helps prevent you from getting one shot, and if you use it with recoup, you get even more mitigation. I use it with life leech and particularly with Vol Pact. And how we get that to work is with the damage leads as life while affected by vitality. Keyword is damage because the skill is not attack damage, so you can't get attack damage leech. And this is pretty much the only way to get the leech through this. Now the reason I like Pathfinder on this is because of this here. We get poison proliferation pretty much. We get some more area effect, but this is like the coolest thing here is the flask effects. Flask getting 3 charges, and yeah, so you pretty much have 100% uptime on all your flask. We also get Master Surgeon, so every time these flasks are going off, you're recovering 6% life. We also have our life flask, and if you want to play more risky, you could take this off and use like an onslaught flask or another flask of your choice. I think I'm going to take this off once I get Oraf's End, the Oraf's Explodey flask. So until I get enough to get that, I'll keep this here. Nonetheless, this is the build. I'll leave the POB in the description. You guys can kind of set it up however you like. The only important thing on this build is you want to make sure you have 100% chance to poison on hit for your spell so that you're maximizing your damage. The cost of the build, 6 link, this helmet, maybe 10 divines, 10 to 15 divines. I bought this for 1 divine. I mean, the damage on this build is really incredible, and it's actually quite tanky, to my surprise. Because of the Pathfinder Ascendancy, we have all the flask up. Let's take a look here. 63k armor with our setup here. So this is actually a really tanky build, and the damage is actually really good. It's really good for Sanctum as well because you can tag the monsters with the poisons and just hide from them. And once you apply the poison, you're all good. Just hide behind a wall if you need to. You don't really have to aim the spell per se. And I mean, the mapping is actually, this is actually amazing. I couldn't imagine like this would be even faster with like a Mage Blood, because you'd have all that speed and the flask would be up with all the effects. You have a lot of armor and speed. This build is just really cool. Now I didn't expect it to be this good. I was going in, I was like, this probably won't work. Yeah, you have to be an occultist to play the Impending Doom build. But Turns out you don't really have to be an occultist if you use this ring and a demon. You get all the benefits of being a Pathfinder. Hey. Look how easy this is. You guys gotta try this build, man. This is like... And even for bossing on this build, it is cake. Now I don't know if you can do Ubers, but all the regular bosses is like super easy. Map bosses are easy. And then slap on the poison. Look at the damage. Oh my gosh. Wow. I think you guys will like this build. I guess the only... I don't know if there's any downsides to this other than, it's damage over time. But once you stack up a whole bunch of poison on a monster, it's just... the life bar just depletes. And when you trigger your focus, you do so much damage. Oh man, this is a great build. And you can do it on various ascendancies, especially now that we have the anathema. But since we are poison version, Pathfinder, in my opinion, is way better. I guess the only thing that you're really afraid of is dot damage. So if you don't have the burning ground immunity, you don't have any regain, life regeneration, so anything that degenerates the HP is kind of a threat to the build. But it's not, it's not something you can't really, combat against. It's very easy to do that stuff. Look at that, barely touch the monsters. Give you guys a little showcase here. And I'm also going to show a video of some bossing as well, I think. I have some footage. I have posted some videos of fighting some elders and elder slayers, and it's just so smooth and easy. Harvest is easy. Every mechanic is easy. Sanctum, harvest, anything that you want to do, it's easy on this build. You supply the poisons, and once the poisons start stacking up, 1, 2, 3, 4, the damage just zooms down. Regular monsters stand no chance. Just look at that. And of course the poison spread to the other enemies when they die, so it's just like... You can see how the damage ramps up there on the yellow mobs, or the tougher mobs. Alright, so that's a little mapping showcase there. With how good this performs, I don't even think POB is calculating the damage correctly. I think it's doing way more than what POB says. Alright, so there we have it. So, you know what? I think I'm going to give this build... I have to give this build, a 9 out of 10, man. This build is awesome. I can't believe how good this is. This build is absolutely amazing, and for the price that you pay for the equipment, like I don't have any clusters. The only expensive thing was the 6-link. This is the most expensive thing, and that's because it's a 6-link, covenant. You can use a dendro bait, lightning coil. You can go lightning coil if you want to be even more tanky. Maybe use a glorious vanity. I mean, there's so many options you can do with this build. This was 2 divines. The whole build cost me less than 12 divines, I would say. Yeah, less than 12 divines. I don't really have anything that's really expensive, and it's super tanky and smooth. Like, this is probably the second this is probably the most expensive thing, and that's just because of the price fixing, or perhaps, you know, the price boom. But I paid 2 divines for this, and it was 2 divines for quite a while because I kept checking every day, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna farm up 2 divines, and once I get them, I'll buy that. So that was like one of my first purchases. Alright, yeah, 9 out of 10. This build is amazing. I think you guys will like this build if you're playing a Pathfinder, or an Occultist, Trickster. I'm pretty sure you could do this with any Ascendancy because of this ring. But I like the Pathfinder version because of the flask effect, the poison proliferation, and I feel, you know, it's just really tanky, really fast. And I don't really want to make it an Occultist. I don't want to make it a character. And I don't think the benefits of the Occultist outweigh this, because once I get Oriath's End, I'll have the exploding proliferation, the chain, and for mapping, it's amazing. Bossy and amazing. Yeah, 9 out of 10. I won't give it a perfect 10 out of 10 because it's not the best. I don't think it's just the best build that I've played so far. Now, I was using Scourge Arrow before with Scourge Arrow totems, and this blows it out of the water. This is just way better. The damage ramps up a lot quicker, and I'm more tanky because of the curses you're putting on them. Spell damage leash. I mean, everything just works so smoothly together. Alright, guys, so don't forget to check the comments, not the comments, but in the description I'll have a POB for you guys, so you can kind of look at everything and mess around, maybe try to build out. Let me know in the comments what build you're using, and if you're having a pretty good league start. I feel like my league start has been pretty great. I found an Omniscience, and I think I've told you guys this, but I found an Omniscience, and that really jump started the gearing process. But yeah, let me know in the comments how everything's going. Let me know if you're going to try this build out. Don't forget to like the video if you like stuff like this. Essentially, I do build reviews, and if you guys request it, maybe I can do more guides where I break down more stuff and maybe go over POBs in the video with you guys. But most of the people, I just post a POB, and you know how to set up the build, you see how it works, and you know how to put it together, and you may even put your own twist on it. So yeah, subscribe if you like videos like this. Many more builds to try in this league. Sanctum is really awesome. Log in. Peace, bros.